Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday, and we have some serious fire dangers today over on the east side. This red flag warning in place for eastern Siskiyou County, for the Klamath Basin, and for the Fremont and Wainema National Forest, as winds could gust out of the southwest up to 35 miles per hour. In the air mass in the first place is very dry over on the east side, and while the vegetation is critically dry, so this means that fires could start very easily and they could spread very rapidly. So from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. today, be on your best fire behavior again in these red shaded areas. Temperatures this midday are feeling pretty warm out there. 70s and 80s in our inland areas. In the marine layer is keeping us a very cool 56 degrees in Brookings this midday. All right, air quality is not looking nearly as bad as it did 24 hours ago, but still not great. And this is still subject to change later in the day, as the Rum Creek fire and the Six Rivers Lightning Complex and the Cedar Creek fire are all very active. But for right now, the worst air quality is in southwestern Siskiyou County, all the way down to very unhealthy air. So try to refrain being outdoors for a long period of time in southwestern Siskiyou County. And then this little pocket of air quality that is unhealthy for sensitive groups right over Medford and Talent and Ashland. So if you're a part of one of those sensitive groups, also refrain from being outdoors for an extended period of time. So speaking of the smoke, let me show you what happens with it a little bit later in the day. And we get that western and northwest push of winds. So there are several fires that are going to contribute to our air quality situation. The Cedar Creek fire, which will bring some smoke into northern Klamath and Lake counties. Then we have a combination of the Six Rivers Lightning Complex and the Rum Creek fire, which will bring smoke into our west side valleys, with some of that thickest smoke being in southwestern Siskiyou County. So that's for today. And then for tomorrow, a lot of the thickest smoke will start to line up once again in the west side valleys, and we'll get blown over into some portions of the Rogue Valley, but then also some of that smoke up towards the Cedar Creek fire, getting into some of the Cascades and into northern Klamath and Lake County. So all that to say, it's going to be a little smoky today. So here's your pool forecast for the Rogue Valley. Lots of smoke today. It's going to be hot. Temperatures near 100 degrees. So to really boil down the forecast into 2 words, just like I did for yesterday, because the forecast was the same for yesterday, but it's going to be hot and it's going to be smoky, with some of those toastiest conditions being in our west side valleys, and that's also where some of our smokiest conditions will be. And then overnight, temperatures are going to feel nice, 40s, 50s, 60s, pretty comfortable, but everything else won't be nice, including the very thick fog we'll have along the southern Oregon coastline, and then the very thick smoke that we're going to have really in all of our inland areas. Here's your hiking forecast over the next few days for the west side valleys, and things are going to be pretty hot, and they are also going to be pretty smoky. Now, we don't have reliable smoke data that goes out as far as Friday and Saturday, but just know, if we don't get any more containment on this Rum Creek fire, the pattern is suggesting that we'll continue to be hazy and smoky. And we're definitely going to be dry over the next 7 days. So that's not going to help out with containment issues at all. Here's your 7-day forecast for the coast, seeing the marine layer starting to get weaker as we get into the weekend. And we'll see some more sunshine and some warmer temperatures getting into the upper 60s to lower 70s. For Siskiyou County, this is a nightmare forecast. Nothing but dry weather, nothing but smoke. Nothing but some windier conditions that we'll have on days like today and Friday. And of course, we already have that red flag warning in place for eastern Siskiyou County for today. And also that's extended into the Klamath Basin and Fremont Wainema National Forest. And you can see a couple of these other windy icons on some of these other days. So we can have more fire danger for Friday and for Sunday. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, dealing with some warmer weather. Also for dealing with some haze for, at the very least, Wednesday and Thursday. But some very smoky and hot conditions for the Rogue Valley for the next couple of days. And we keep it very hot and very dry after that.
So for the coast specifically, usually we don't have to worry too much about them. Usually nice 60, 70 degree days. I've been looking at the weather cams thinking, oh, it's just kind of like a little bit of June gloom in August. It's been, a little overcast. Is that actually smoke that we're seeing out there? Because I saw that it's going to be hazy in the forecast. So are we seeing smoke make it all the way out to the coast?
We are seeing some smoke, but it's pretty thin smoke. So it is a little hazy out there, but that's mainly from the marine layer, what you're looking at, all those gray conditions. And it's going to be pretty tough for today, but then the marine layer starts breaking down as we head into the weekend. So for the holiday weekend, getting a little bit more sunshine and a little bit warmer.
Okay, well, good news for them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
Good for them. Definitely
yeah,
not
it's always
jealous at
good for
all.
the coast. Yep, thank you.